guys are comfy. Go.
Welcome back to the new episode of the Miami Tea Podcast. It's your boy Jimmy right here.
Your boy Roca Cola, what's good?
Bro, new guest right here. Hottest fucking dude in the Miami game right now. Only in Dade, bro. Carlos.
How y'all doing, man?
Bro, how's it feel to be here, bro?
Feels great, man.
Bro, after fucking a while, bro,
hey,
I kept persisting, but I actually caught a dub.
Hey, bro, you have to. You gotta be persistent out here. That's what I tell you guys. Especially you guys as young kids. You gotta fucking keep pushing.
But what you been up to, like project wise? What you been up to?
I'm up to a lot, man. I have a lot of things that I'm in the works with. I mean, I do stand up every night. I have my own show. I just had my own second show at the Improv. It's called Carlos Live. It's like a late night talk show / comedy show. You guys should check it out. It's either every other month. I'm trying to do that. I was just filming a little role in a movie that's gonna come out next year.
Oh, shit. Can you say anything?
I could tell you the name. It's the remake of The Father of the Bride, and with Andy Garcia and Gloria Estefan, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I just have a really small role. You'll see me in the movie for probably 30 seconds. Yeah, it's like a little not really. Not a cameo for a famous person. But no. But I mean, it'll probably be the same length as Stan Lee, but it won't be like it's not a big role. I mean, I was just blessed to be in that movie, and yeah, I'm always working on stuff. There's a lot of projects that I'm like in the works that I can't really talk about, but
crazy as
bro. That's exciting. Recently, I saw that you were on American Idol, right?
Yeah, I was. Bro. I did American Idol, but I won an American Idol like as a joke. Like, I'm not a singer at all, but I won like as a character.
I mean, everybody knows.
Did you meet like?
No, not everybody knows. I could be a singer. No, I'm kidding.
Like Katy Perry or?
I met all three of those guys.
How was that, bro?
You met Lionel Richie too.
I met Lionel Richie. I met Katy Perry. I met Luke Bryan, Ryan Seacrest. It was sick, bro, but I met him like in character because I went like as a joke. Oh. Like I went like to prank them, like as a Cuban character. Like I went like it was like I went in there and I was like, I'm gonna just prank these people and make them like let's see what happens. And I just went like as a more Cuban version of myself, which is called Yuri's Bed. That's the name of the character. Which is like I always it's like your Cuban uncle that's like a golden retriever in a man, It's like, hey, what's happening? How are you doing? Like he doesn't realize like life. He's just kind of just like everything's positive, which is great. But I did that and I went last year. They premiered the episode this year and then they sent me through Hollywood out of nowhere. I did not expect for them to like send me to the next round.
I saw that. I saw the video on YouTube. I didn't expect that.
Not at all. No one expected that. I didn't expect that. And now I have like a whole second life as this fucking character on Instagram, bro. And that's my own person.
I mean, I started watching you on Instagram.
Bro.
And Dade skits, and
thank you.
It's just incredible, man. We were talking earlier about this one skit where like a guy was just passed out.
Bro.
It's so funny, man.
Yeah, he was just passed out, and I do interviews on Instagram and on Only in Dade. I just I try to put my personality and crack jokes with people on the street.
Do they give you like a specific script, or you just?
No, I just go. I did improv for years. Like I started a comedy through improv, which is just like you're making stuff up on the spot. So I use that that skill to go out on the street and just pretty much interview people, find ways to make them laugh or make the audience laugh with things they're doing that they're not even realizing they're doing because they're drunk. Like this kid that was drunk passed out on the street, and I was like, I'm gonna just take my opportunity and interview him even though he was doing nothing. And I was like, hey, what do you think of Miami? And then he didn't answer. I was drunk as fuck. So and I was like, oh, he did. It was sick. But it was
got a lot of views.
It did. It got a pretty good amount. It's funny, the interviews where it's drunk people or regular people, they get 3 times the views as a celebrity.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is
it's
just
always the average person.
It shows you that that's kind of what the people want to see, just regular.
It's funny because obviously Miami's in Florida and stuff, but you're gonna run into the typical Florida man. No
all the time.
100%.
Wherever you go. Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure that you probably ran into a couple.
Yeah. All the time.
Any story, any.
Yeah, dude.
Anything crazy? Man, there was one time I didn't post this interview, but it was one of my favorites. It was really funny.
Was it rated bad?
No, because it was he was saying some wacky stuff, but it was this guy that he was drunk, and I was interviewing people, and he was just going off on a rant, and he started saying I'll fight whoever right now. I don't give a shit. I'll just go and fight. And he was just out of nowhere. He just went off for no reason. And I don't remember exactly what happened, why we didn't release it, but there's just things like that. There's just people that are they see a microphone, they see a camera, they take the opportunity to be go crazy.
You say whatever.
Yeah, they do. There's people that girls have flashed the camera, stuff like that. Oh my
god, that's a classic.
But you can't post that.
Obviously not.
We're trying to be professional.
You don't want to get banned on Instagram.
Come on, bro.
You don't want to get banned on social media.
Nah, we're the TikTok gods. We can't upset that mob.
You can't let the algorithm get messed up.
Hell no. It's the last thing you want to.
You're trying to mess with the algorithm.
That's our Mary. That's nuestro santo, bro.
Exactly. That's how we live.
That's what we gotta rule.
Yeah.
You have your own podcast too. I saw it because you
I
were
do.
talking about Jake Paul, and you said that you wanted to get him with.
Yeah. Jake, I have a podcast with my boy Albie Dominguez. Shout out to Albie Dominguez. We have a podcast called Dr. Bro's Podcast. We just finished our first season. We try to do it like in seasons every 8 episodes. That's what we're trying to do. Is the first one. But yeah, we're building out our set. We pretty much do like. Just like it's the two of us like talking shit most of the time back and forth, and we're both improvisers and stand-up comedians, so really funny stuff comes out of it. Like that one you're talking about that we were just like, dude, what if Jake Paul fought like a communist like a boxer, you know, and then that's how you solve communism, because like you'll beat up the communist boxer, it'll be all over the news, all over the world, and it's like fine.
That's like another installation of Rocky or Creed.
That's what I said on the podcast. I was like, it's like Rocky versus that Russian guy. Right? Yeah. So that was like kind of what we did. We just like come up with stupid stuff, and then like it makes the pod. And then now with this chalk show that I'm doing every other month at the Improv. He's also my co-host as well, and we can bring that energy from the podcast into that show while still incorporating like different guests, stand up. It's a pretty fun time. I love doing it.
How'd you get started with Only in Dade? Like,
with Only in Dade, I got started. They discovered me doing like my Spanish accent challenge thing that we were talking about earlier. So I posted that video in December of last year. Like December. Crazy. I was actually filming the episodes of American Idol while that went viral.
Oh, really?
Which is wild.
Damn.
Yeah, it was like just like from everywhere. I was like, it was like sensory overload.
Numbers from everywhere.
Well, that hadn't premiered yet. I was just filming it. I was filming it.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but I was like, damn, this is gonna be a good year because I'm in the middle of doing this, and then this happened. And then dude, so the Spanish accent challenge thing where I just did different accents like of all over the countries. Like I was just like at my friend, I was visiting New York with my sister, and then like we were all like hanging out at a restaurant, and then her friend which I was like flirting with the whole night. She was like, oh, I heard you're an actor, can you do like accents? And I was like, yeah. And she's like, let me get my camera. And then she like went through all these accents, and I was like, yeah. And then that video, which was super random, I wasn't even gonna post it anywhere because I was like, they're not even that good, but I threw it up because I had nothing to post, and I was like, fuck it, I'm throwing it up. I only had like 2,000 or 3,000 followers at the time.
On Instagram or on TikTok?
I posted it on both. On TikTok is where it blew up. On TikTok it had like, bro, I think it's sitting at 7 million views right now. That video specifically. Damn. Yeah, so that video went viral, and then I posted it on Instagram the next day, and then Only in Dade picked it up like a minute later, and that's when I was like, some shit's about to happen. They picked it up. The management there called me, and they were like, hey, we love what you're doing, because I obviously have clips of my podcast, I had clips of my other stuff that I had posted on my own Instagram, so they'd seen the work. And I always tag them on my shit, but it's very difficult to get on the page. So then, they loved it, and then I've been working with them ever since. They told me like, what do you think I can do? I was like, well, I can like do interviews and stuff like that. And then we've incorporated that, and now we interview celebrities all the time. We interview whoever. They invite us to events to talk to people, so it's grown quite a bit just because of that one thing.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
It's very crazy. You want to do the Peruvian accent so you can know, bro?
Oh,
mira, compadre, ¿ok?
Let me match
Cuando uno habla peruano tiene que tener el acento bien hecho, pe.
Cuando uno habla peruano tiene que tener el acento bien hecho.
Hay que decir P después de cada oración.
Hay que decir P después de cada oración.
Si no se dice P, no es peruano.
Si no se dice P, no es peruano. ¿Y cuál es la diferencia entre peruano y argentino? Porque
Argentinian, but like it's hard because there's different reasons.
I like how you were like moving your lip.
Yeah, bro.
You were like, ¿es peruano o sí?
But let me tell you,
it's like
if I do it in a country accent,
it's the same thing.
It's the same thing. I go like this.
You gotta go here, way. Yeah, I got you. I got you.
That's where I keep a straw right there.
That's right. And what do you keep instead for Peruvian? It's like a little una pipa.
It's like. It's like I don't know how to like do it like well.
That was. I mean, obviously you're Peruvian, so that was great. But like, no, teach me like what is it? So
it's normally like it's like a pesado, like oye pego, like. Oh,
yeah, that sounds
like it's like
so it's like the word in Peruvian, like weón, but you say one.
Yeah.
Gotcha. What's another word in Peruvian?
Carajo.
Well,
that's typical. But like when like you're saying like arriba Peru, it's like arriba Peru, carajo.
Arriba Peru, carajo. Yeah. And then you say P after. Arriba Peru, carajo. You say P, right?
Yeah. I mean, if you want to,
add it.
So is it just a P? Like it's just like a literal like a P?
Like it's supposed to be pues, but like
P.
Yeah, but they don't pronounce it all the time.
I like how you guys just shorten words like to your liking. You just take out the USC.
I mean, another typical Peruvian word is pituco or pituca.
Pituco. What does that mean?
That'd be like
the white boys.
Like the white boys, like the white people.
Oh, pituco.
Yeah.
That's like a gringo.
Yeah. Or pituca is a white girl.
Gotcha.
But they're normally the ones that go into party, la discotecas, you know.
Like fresas. In Mexico, that's probably what you call fresas.
Oh, that's what you call them?
Yeah, I think so, based on what you're telling me.
I heard some Mexicans over here say fresas.
Yeah.
Nice. Maybe they were selling strawberries, you know.
They have strawberries, you know.
Yo, your combination like of your ethnicity and everything is very like I didn't expect that.
It's unique. It's not even that great. I mean, I was born in Mexico, but my parents are Cuban.
Yeah.
So I'm not really half Mexican. I was just born there.
Yeah.
It was like a croqueta that was dipped in Tabasco sauce. It's not really. It's still a croqueta, but it's just like it's just spicy a little bit because they got
Yeah.
But it's not. Yeah, I love being that. I lived in Mexico for 10 years and I moved here in 2004. Lived here ever since in Miami. And yeah, that's that. But Cuban is like in my blood. I was just raised through Mexico.
El cubano no se va.
El cubano, no,
bro. Recently, my uncle passed. He's Cuban. He was more like a grandpa to me.
Got you.
You have the same. Tú tienes
the same accent.
Same fucking perfume, bro.
Oh, the same perfume?
Yes, bro.
So I'm like reminding you of your grandpa? It's so weird. Rest in peace.
It's weird because my mom...
I don't even know what cologne I'm wearing right now. Yeah.
Bro, because like we went to Navarro because we used to live in Miami.
I bought this on Navarro.
Yeah,
Money.
Huh?
La Money.
La Money.
La Money, that's the name of it?
Yeah, that's what it's called.
I don't know if it's
I'm talking about this last time.
I did buy it in Navarro, but I don't remember if it's...
Bro, I swear to God, if you get...
It has to be.
I gotta show you. I have it in my car. I don't have it with me, but I'll show you.
I gotta go, bro.
Yeah.
But the thing is that like, we used to live in Miami Beach, and we used to always go there with him.
Fire.
So everybody knows him by that strong scent.
Got you. I
so
always
by
be...
the end,
people are like, you smell good.
In his coffin, my mom was like...
Nah.
And then like that, and then everybody's like...
Sweet.
Everybody's like... Huele a Ramon, huele a Ramon.
Oh,
and everybody was like tearing up and everything. So, but
that's cute.
Ended off, and then his little el cafecito.
Because he's Cuban. That's cute.
So that's pretty much it, bro.
So what are you? Are you Peruvian?
I'm Peruvian, but he married my aunt, which is Peruvian.
Got you.
But he's nothing related to me. But he's
got you. So it's like an uncle because your aunt married him.
Pretty much. But you have the same Peru. I knew it.
Cubanos, we represent, bro.
Oh, literally, bro.
Shout out to Ramon. Rest in peace.
I said
it, bro. It smells like you in here, dog.
Yo, what was the when you got here to Miami? You said in
2004. I was 10 years old.
What was the first thing you did? Like American thing.
The first American thing I did, man, I don't know. I went to Burlington Coat Factory.
Really?
And that was an interesting thing. Yeah, I don't know why I remember that. Like, I remember... Like, it was just that I remember seeing... I lived in Mexico City. I didn't live the skirts of Cancun or anything like that. No, so all that stuff was there. And nothing really was different with Miami. When I moved here, I think it was just, like, the language, like, barrier that kind of became it didn't become a thing because in Mexico I also learned some English, basic English. But I never really had, like, a problem, like, adjusting, I guess, because Mexico City is quite... It's quite advanced for what it is, I would say. So there's not a lot of, like... things that are too different. It was just that, and I lived in Hialeah, which was even less than Mexico. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking. Exactly. So it's like if I lived in Cuba, if we go to Mexico to Cuba, it's not
any
bad.
person that lives in Hialeah, like they're gonna dominate the Cuban accent after like a month.
Yeah.
Oh, of course,
less than a week. 100%.
100%.
When I first came back to this country after Peru, like my dad and I used to live in Hialeah.
Yeah, it's the place to be when you come back.
It was so like, oh man, I'd see like the grandmothers out with their rocking chairs and
they're just saying like,
they were dominoes, and like every single time there had to be an argument.
Of course. That's how you know you're Cuban. Like, if you're not arguing, you're not loving. That's the way I think.
And I'm seeing everything happen. I'm like, bro, I might as well just go to Cuba. Like, it's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
It's the same.
I love it. When I moved to Miami, I will say this. I thought my name was Carlos, but then I moved here to pensé que era Carlos, and then I moved to Miami, and I heard like all the Cuban boys call me, Oye, Carlos. So that was a difference. That's why my name on Instagram is Carlos with an H, because it's like Carlos. It reminds me of that, and it was also a cool username when I got it in 2020. And it was available. Yeah,
pretty nice.
Yeah, a lot of fucking Instagram people have like their actual name. Like I want to get Jimmy.
Yeah,
but no.
Oh well, that's just because they pay.
Jimmy
bro, that's like the fucking the Nelk boys that got that. But that's because they got money. They paid for those names.
It's fucking crazy. Would you ever get that? Would you ever?
I like the fact that it's Carlos. Carlos is spelled. It's like I do it for my my actual name is Carlos Alberto Hernandez Rodriguez. So like the actual, if you like separate those letters, so the first letters of each one is CAHR, and then Los. Carlos, so I kind of like that, kind of like how that worked out, and then like now that's kind of like the personality that like I go by, and I just call it Carlos with an H in the middle.
That's legendary, bro.
It worked out great, and then also because of the Cubans, what they call it.
But are you like very popular in Hialeah? Like if you pull up, like
right now, I do get stopped on the street a lot more.
Do you get known as like Carlos or UCB?
A lot, man. It depends. I get recognized. It's always so that whenever I get recognized, and I get recognized more than I thought I would ever get recognized because I just didn't expect that. At this rate, like I thought I would have to be in SNL to get recognized as much as I do, which is still my dream. But like I get recognized. I went to Oasis. I'll give you an example. I went to Oasis and I interviewed Justin Quiles for his thing. Yeah, we just posted that like this week. That was on Saturday. So I interviewed him and I went there to Oasis, and this always happens whenever I go to Oasis. I don't know why I get recognized the most, but like I almost like start getting like panicked because I'm like, all right, I just gotta chill. I'm just trying to chill, and then like I'm just walking by, literally, hey, so this is what I get. Hey, you're the only in Dade guy. Hey, you're really funny. Hey, you're Lisbeth. Hey, American Idol. So it's all these different things. Hey, you're the Spanish accent guy, which is great. My favorite is when they say, hey, dude, I saw you at a show. You're hilarious. You know what I mean? That's the one
that's the one that hits.
That's the one you want to get.
That's the one.
That's you. That's where you're working. That's what you put your time for. But obviously, I love getting recognized. I love taking pictures with people.
I see it all the time.
I'll talk to all my fans. I don't care. Yeah, absolutely.
Dude, it's such a like the aura that you're giving off.
Yeah, dude.
Like, I know you're like, you're known in Miami.
Yeah.
And like worldwide, obviously, you're gonna get there. I believe.
Bro,
thank you. I appreciate that, man.
Like that whole SNL thing you just said. I honestly.
You gotta put it out there.
I see you in SNL. Bro, I imagine you in SNL.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
I heard SNL is very like competitive. Like they bring down themselves.
I mean, that's what I've heard. I have friends that work there. I haven't heard bad things about it. I've heard like old stories from like old cast members on podcasts and stuff. Mm-hmm. I think it's because it really is a competitive thing. Comedy is a competitive business, whether we like it or not. Just entertainment is competitive anyway. You gotta really want it. You gotta really work for it.
100%.
And you gotta be as talented as much as you are hardworking in this business.
Crazy.
So, but. Yeah, man. I think we just need a Latino on SNL. They just hired 3 more, and they hired 2 white people, and like someone from a Middle Eastern background, which is great. But we need some Latino flavor in there, bro. Even if they look like Jake Paul, I don't care. We need some Latino flavor in there. You know what I mean?
Sure, man. We got the Mexican heat right here, bro.
Cuban heat. Let's get it. No, but it's true, man. I mean, whether it's SNL, whether it's not that, whether it's my own show, whatever it is. I'm just trying to keep putting in for the city, for Latino culture, and doing what I love, which is comedy.
You're doing such a great job.
Bro,
thank you, bro.
You got people like myself. I mean, even my parents, they are like dinosaurs when it comes to like phones right now. Like they're literally like way back. Like they're telling me about beepers and stuff, and I'm like, dude, I wasn't even born with that.
Yeah.
So like, so they go and they're like, you see that dude from Only in Dade? And I'm
Your
like,
parents?
I gotta see him right now.
That's hilarious. Really?
Crazy.
That's funny.
Because like they see you and like what you do in your interviews, and also like I showed them one of your improv shows, and they started dying. They loved it.
Like stand up or whatever.
Yeah, the stand up part, because they were really like impressed with like how typical of like a Miami person you really are, and how you portray yourself in like so many of your skits and so many of your interviews. And like I see it, I'm like, bro, this guy's like, if I think of Miami, he's the first person that comes up.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
I honestly really appreciate like all this that you're doing.
Of course,
for the culture, bro.
I'm just doing as much as I can. Like, I mean, Miami has done a lot for me. I've always loved living here. I think there's a lot of talent in the city that a lot of people don't know about. And it's not about like LA or New York. Like, it's become so much more because of like the pandemic and everything that happened. Everything became that much more virtual. And if we can take advantage and just like make this like, you know, a trifecta with New York, LA, like East Coast, West Coast, and then we're going out like Southeast here.
Yeah.
Then I think we can do as much as we can.
Yeah,
you know,
100%.
Eventually, if I have to move to New York or LA, I'll do it. But I'll still put Miami on the back as much as I can.
That's good as hell, bro.
305 to the day.
305 till I die, bro. 786. Let's go.
Yeah. I'm 786 for Broward, only for college.
That's right. That's right. Let's do that.
Besides, you've traveled a lot. What's like? Would you rather Miami or would you rather like the other states that you've gone to, like New York, Cali,
Man, that's
Philly?
a hard question. I mean, I've traveled to. I lived in Chicago for a summer, studying improv in 2018. I loved doing it. I love living there.
Mm-hmm.
I've lived in New York for a little bit, and I'm in like 3 weeks and stuff. In New York, I stay there in New York all the time. My sister lives in New York, so I'm traveling. I travel to New York often. LA is fantastic. I love LA. I was gonna move to LA before the pandemic happened in like April of 2020. But honestly, right now Miami is it just means a lot to me, and the city is like,
it's hard.
I can't imagine myself in like New York. I would love to do it, and I love the idea of like living there, and I love the idea of doing shows there. I love that, but Miami is just like where it's at. As much as I can do in Miami, I will do until I have to leave for like whatever reason that maybe that's an opportunity. But
that opportunity that's gonna come, it's definitely a positive one.
Absolutely. I would never leave because
right
Miami.
Hot. Miami's hot right now.
I think so. So we're trying to like just keep that like that. It's a flama. You gotta keep that flame going.
Yeah.
See, you can't turn it off. You gotta just make it bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah. I mean, with this podcast and everything, like I started it because literally like. I literally had the goal of making this podcast known in Miami, just like you being known in Miami and everything. Sure. I have this goal with this podcast to be known.
Absolutely.
Because like, what's this guy's name? He's like very old. I forgot it. But he's like, I forgot his name. But my dad watches him all the time. He's technically the #1 podcast because he brings more.
Talk about Joe Rogan?
No.
Oh, in Miami?
In Miami.
I don't know who you're talking
about. He's in the radio.
Bailey?
Not Jaime Bailey. He's Peruvian. Is it Jaime Bailey Peruvian?
Yeah, I think so.
That's y'all boy.
Yeah. But he
has a podcast. He has a show.
He has a show, but I don't know who he's talking about.
I don't know who you're talking about either. Enrique Santos? That's just a radio person.
I think it's him, but he has a podcast on YouTube, and I see his views and everything. But he's technically the #1
in Miami,
most viewed in Miami.
Okay,
because he brings the people, everybody of age, like our age, like 30s, 40s, 50s, because he brings news.
Of course.
But I want to bring the culture, like cultural talent and everything.
Sure, man.
Just like with you, I want to do that.
Yeah, man. I think that there's so much room. They used to say that, you know, it's very hard to get into the business or whatever, entertainment, whatever. I think if you're able to make it yourself, if you're able to put the work in, if you're able to put and I give advice to you guys, like just like you're younger than me, so I know it takes more work, but if you keep working and if you're consistent and if you just put out there, you have good relationships with people, have good work ethic, I think everything kind of just works out for you, and everything, the stars, whatever you believe in will align for it to show that success. Whoever works hard is going to get what's coming
100%. I agree with you with that. Cause you have one life, one chance. You just go for it. That's
all you got to do.
That's pretty much it.
Go for everything you can.
What's your dream interview? Who do you like?
Who would I want to interview?
Yeah, bro. I want to hear. Man, I need to know. I need to know because you know a lot of stars now.
Yeah, I mean, I've interviewed people that I never thought I would even run into.
Yeah,
which is crazy. David Beckham, that was sick.
Yes, bro, I saw that.
Yeah,
crazy. Legendary.
I think my dream interview would have to be with like a legend. I spoke with. I had the chance to meet, take a picture with, and speak with Chris Rock.
Huh? Oh my god!
Like 3 months. Like when was this? The opening of like the Strawberry Moon Hotel. Chris Rock, which is a huge impact, huge line. I felt like you
met a god in the community.
Yeah, bro. I mean, it was crazy because he was sitting there. We were chilling at the same party at this like Strawberry Moon party in South Beach. It was the opening of the Strawberry Moon Hotel. Dave Grutman and Pharrell's. Shout out to the boys. Their hotel, but. Dude, I was able to meet with him. He was sitting outside. I was like, I gotta talk to this guy. I'm a comedian. He's a god. Like, I look up to him. And I'm like, hey, dude, I don't want to, like, fanboy right now, but, like, I am trying to do as much as I can to, like, keep on to do comedy and, like, put Miami on the map and try to travel. And, you know, I just have to tell you, like, I appreciate you. Is there any, like, advice that you could give me or whatever? And I'll keep that to myself, the advice that he gave me, because it means a lot to me. But I was able to speak with him, and that was huge. I didn't interview him, like, in person or camera, but it was, like, nice to have that moment without phones and without anything. And I was just, like, able to have his attention, and we spoke, and he was like, oh, where are you doing comedy? That'd be great. Stick to it, whatever. So that was sick. My dream interview would have to be with like just sitting down in a room with like Dave Chappelle.
Oh,
it would have to be like something like
that would be freaking hilarious.
Dave Chappelle or like. I mean, he has like, you know, bad blood or whatever now, like that but like Louis C.K. even though like that bullshit happened, dog. He used to be hilarious, dog. He still is hilarious. I know a bunch of shit happened, but like at the end of the day, it's still like a legend in my eyes. So like someone like that, yeah, bro, or like a Seth Rogen, bro, to get inside of my mind of that guy.
Seth Rogen, that'd be pretty.
Something like that is like it's definitely a huge thing.
You ever thought about doing Twitch?
No, bro.
Bro, you're comedic, and you if you play the games.
I've never been in. I would love to, like, I would love to get into that, but it takes. I was gonna do it in the pandemic. I really wanted to, like, I did a lot. Like, I was just trying on a lot of different things while during 2020 because everybody was inside. You gotta do what the fuck you gotta do. Yeah. But like, I've never been into gaming. I've never really got into games. It seems like it's not. I don't feel too old for it. I'm only like 26, 27, so it's not like I'm like.
Understandable. I mean,
I'm not. But I would. I appreciate you guys like everybody that does it. Respect to you. That's what you should be doing, and that's the future of what you're doing. So keep for it. And it's definitely a huge opportunity. If I ever had to do it, I would. I have like, there's huge comedians that like do it. Just because. But it is what it is, bro.
You ever thought about? Let's say you're in one of your shows and you say a joke that might get you canceled. You ever thought about like those moments?
Yeah, man. It's just. I mean, I've done it. If I've ever done it. It's been on purpose, and I've done it in the sense of, like, I know that it's going to be comedic enough that it won't. Like, people are going to take it as a joke.
Yeah.
But I would never do it, like, just for the sake of, like, oh, I'm raw, I'm
okay, like,
I
understand.
Yeah, I think it's a matter of, like, knowing where it comes from. That's the main thing.
I mean, yeah.
You know what I mean? When it comes to doing, like... I would never say something to offend somebody on purpose. It would be like, we all are on the same page in that room, then it's a joke.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's very nice to be inclusive when you're trying to make jokes as delicate as that.
Of course, absolutely. But if you, like, go out and, like, start, like...
Just getting at random people, then that...
Yeah, I mean, some comedians do that, but they do, like, you know, you gotta feel the vibes. You gotta be aware of your surroundings.
One of the comedians that does that, I think it's Gabriel Iglesias, because I saw him do
he's just a pharaoh. He does very family-friendly comedy.
Yeah, but one of his shows, I remember, like, I watched it recently with a few friends. He went and pointed out to somebody in the audience.
Yeah.
And he was saying something about, like, cheating or something. I think he was like, cuidado que te está viendo or something like that.
Yeah, well, that's not something you're canceled for. But you know what I mean? Like, you're just, like, as a comedian, you're always trying to engage with the audience. You're always trying to, like, see where they are and then maybe relate a joke to someone specifically so that it works out that way. So, I mean, I always enjoy doing that. Like, whenever I do shows, I try to, like, pick somebody and maybe, like, direct it to them, but I'll, like...
Yeah, have you seen that in your videos? You, like, a couple or anybody...
or something like that.
It doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Literally.
Exactly.
But I mean, literally, it's just a great honor to have you here, bro.
No, of course, I love that you guys are doing this.
No, bro, for real, cause like you ever met Kevin Hart?
No, I haven't met Kevin Hart. That's someone else I would love to meet too.
He's like those top tiers.
Of course.
How do you get into these parties with?
What? Like with these people? Like with these famous people?
If you met Chris Rock, you could meet Kevin Hart and South Beach.
I don't know. I mean, I could. I hope that would be a dream. But like, I don't know. Miami's just weird. Everybody's randomly in Miami. There's a lot of artists that are down here. Like the other day, I was like at Live with like Bad Bunny, like a few steps away from me, like, which was insane. That's another person I would fucking die to interview.
Are you serious?
Of course.
All the girls are freaking out right now.
Yeah, it's true.
You met Bad Bunny?
I didn't meet him. He was there with his crew. With like Teo Calderon was singing. It was like Billboard Week last week. So it's a fucking huge deal.
Oh God.
No, that's huge, bro. I was freaking out. That's my dog. That's like my fucking. I listen to Bad Bunny religiously. So.
And I saw the one. Miami, dude.
Come on, bro. No, it's just a lot of artists that are down here.
You go to, if they don't play Bad Bunny,
they're not in the
right club. It's not lit.
I was at a club like in Fort Lauderdale or Hollywood this Friday, and they were like playing, like they were playing like white music, and at some point they started playing Bad Bunny, and even then I was like, we've made it.
Oh my God!
Any person of any color,
he's such an inspiration.
Yes,
like him, and like Donald Glover / Childish Gambino. Those two are like. I look up to those guys as far as like what I would love to be doing, not music specifically, but just like in general as far as like entertainment and doing something so unique.
Bring in everybody. Bring everybody.
Yeah.
I'm all right. Don't hate me, but I'm not a big fan of Bad Bunny.
It's all good. Yeah.
He did show up at a wrestling event in Tampa this past year.
Yeah. Well, he's like, look at that. Even
He's a really big wrestling fan.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And when he made his match, he did this move called the sunset flip. To put it shortly, the guy is like under your legs, and you just do a flip. Like a front flip with the guy in your legs.
Wow, and he did that.
Huge. And he did it cleanly. Like if I were to rate that, that'd be a 9 out of 10. Like
look at that, bro. He puts work. I'm saying you put work in whatever you do.
The fact that you're mentioning that, like, yeah, the dude is a really big influence, not just in music.
Everywhere.
But, like,
that's what you do, though.
Bro.
But listen to that. We're talking about Bad Bunny in a sense of wrestling, and the whitest thing that's like one of the whitest ever. He's been able to take that and make it like his thing, which is huge.
100%, bro.
Yeah, dude.
But the fact that you're meeting all these crazy people, it's crazy.
I'm just like, I can't, like I said, I can't believe it's happening. I can't believe I'm like rubbing shoulders with them, and it doesn't feel like it's like, once like I believe in like the universe and like a bunch of like, you know, like The Secret and all this bullshit that you like lately manifesting shit. But like when things are aligning, like you know that you're in the right path, which is kind of what I feel like. So I'm just taking it with like a grain of salt and just keep going forward. You know what I mean? Can't let it like stop my growth or whatever.
Yeah, you always gotta make sure that
it's good.
You're grateful for most of the things.
Oh my god, incredibly! I'm grateful.
Once the fame hits certain people, they just switch up.
Oh my god, they
once
just
the fame hits, switches up.
I can't even think that way.
It just switches up and like.
I'm not even close to where I want to be. Like I'm grateful to be where I am. Period.
Right, that's crazy, bro. You ever like you want to meet Joe Rogan?
Oh, dude, that's huge too. If I got to meet Joe Rogan, that's like fucking comedy podcast guy.
Please bring a UFC event so he can meet them.
That'd be sick,
bro. Please, bro.
Oh my god, if I met Joe Rogan, is huge because I feel like he is another one. He wasn't even trying to make a podcast happen, and then eventually he made UFC a thing, and then like he just like brought comedy to wrestling to comedy, and then it became what that podcast is now, which he interviews literally whoever the hell he wants.
He's very unnatural with this podcast because like all he does is like listen. He's like, wow, yeah.
It's true. Like, you gotta be like.
He'd have one podcast with like a scientist, and the next one he'd have a joint with freaking Elon Musk or something. Yep. Like, this guy's so.
The man smoked with Elon Musk.
Yeah, bro, huge.
He knows every secret.
Yeah, he dropped Tesla levels like this much from the stock market.
This guy's so.
It's influential as hell, man. These type of people that they don't realize what they're doing, and then like Joe didn't expect for something like that.
No, he didn't. I saw his first episode like on Google.
Like, yeah, but that's how you start. That's how you guys start. That's how everybody starts. That's how we all started.
It's crazy.
So you gotta just keep doing it. You gotta just do whatever you're doing. You gotta keep doing it because you never know what's gonna hit. You never know what's gonna pop off, and that opportunity you gotta be ready for.
Any opportunity, 100%. You gotta look at them. Make sure you also look at what cards you have on your table too, because that's also pretty important.
Yeah.
But I mean, man, with you, it's just
man.
Thank you. And you took your time out of because you right after this you got a show.
I do.
Yeah. You want to let them know. You want to let them know.
I do. Yeah, man. I do shows all over Miami, all over Florida. I'm out here. I'm trying to do a stand up. I don't give a fuck like how big or people think I am, which whatever.
Fucking hit it, bro.
But no, not even that. Just like people are like, oh, you're doing this show at this little place. I don't care. I'm just trying to do. As a stand up, you got to work on your material wherever you are, whenever you can. So I'm out there. You can catch me on the Brickell comedy scene. I'll be I do Red Bar. I do Sweet Caroline on Tuesdays. I'm out here on Wednesdays. I do different shows. I have a show coming up this Wednesday. I don't know when this drops. But this Wednesday, you guys can catch me at Oasis. We're starting a new comedy night there. Mm-hmm. I'll be doing that in Wynwood. And then I have a show that same Wednesday in Fort Lauderdale. I'm out. I'm doing as much as I can, bro.
So, Gainesville, bro.
Everywhere.
Yeah, so come out, catch a show. That's my favorite part of, like, that's my favorite form of comedy and just putting it out there and just interacting with people in person. So come out. I would love to have you guys.
Yes, thank you so much for being here, bro.
It's
an honor, bro.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, bro.
Really awesome scene.
Absolutely, man.
Bro,
absolutely.
Make sure to follow him on Instagram. Everything's gonna be linked down below. Everything.
Instagram,
bro.
TikTok, YouTube.
Everything, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Bro, you think we can get a Only in Dade Miami Tea collab?
Sure, man. We'll try to figure it out what we can do. I'll at least bring you guys t-shirts for next time, maybe.
Oh, yes, bro.
I should have brought you guys some.
Because, our logo, that's like our definition of Miami.
How did you guys make this?
I painted this myself. And
that's pretty sick.
My brother, my girlfriend, my mom Those me ayudaron. They all helped me paint it.
That's pretty cool.
Because we're trying to make our definition.
I love it, dude. It's pretty sick.
I don't have a podcast studio, but
no, this pizza, bro. I like it. I like the anime. I like the you made in Miami, but still. Do you do all that stuff too?
Yeah.
Fire, bro. You're sick, bro. Keep at it. Keep at it.
Thank you so much.
What about you? What do you do? What do you promote?
Oh my god, I'm literally Manila right now.
Manila.
I'm boring. Like all I'm doing is criminal justice. Like I'm doing my associates in criminal justice in Broward.
Okay, fire.
I mean, that's all I'm really doing. And then afterwards, I just go in the military and become a paralegal afterwards.
Okay, sick.
I mean, I see this, and it's a good opportunity to meet people like yourself.
Sure, bro.
Great artists, great entertainers, comedians.
Yeah.
I mean, I myself, I get it from my friends. Like everybody says I'm a funny guy. I don't see it, but.
I mean, if you like it, that's all it is. If you're into it, do it with love. If you're not into it,
having comedians here. I mean, it's honestly a great opportunity to just listen to their stories, listen to them, listen to what they've gone through. I mean, just take it, absorb it.
Absorb it, bro. Yeah. Miami is it's a big city where people are trying to make it.
Full of talent and everything, bro.
Yeah, but we've always been. Now we're just people are noticing it now.
Yeah,
which is now when you really got to do it.
Yeah, bro.
But yeah, guys, it was an honor. Thank you guys for having me.
Seriously. Everything's gonna be linked down below. Miami Tea's out.
Let's do it.
Fuck, bro.
Dale, let's go.